But having an attorney on your side to review, now that's important. That's absolutely important. And there's so many things that are hidden within, a lot of those contracts, especially you got to really make sure.
Yeah, I agree with you, Paul. We got to be deliberate and intentful in, buying a business.
Yeah.
This is something I can't sell like a house in 6 months. So if you
Talk to the banker early.
means learn how to be a business owner first. Set up your systems and processes so you can be successful.
Absolutely.
What is the business that's going to make you excited? I've always found if you do something just for money, it gets boring and old, and you don't get excited getting out of bed. So.
Hello and welcome. My name is Paul Long, Assistant Vice President over at Gisa Credit Union SBA Division, and I am joined by broker extraordinaire,
Seth Rudin. Thank you, Paul, for the nice words. I work with IBA, or International Business Associates, and I'm a senior M&A broker covering Oregon and Washington. I am glad to be back with you today.
Yes, and we are again a banker, and a seller's broker, and we're going to go through some of the things that you need to know if you're interested in buying a business. So in today's topic, we're going to talk about how to get ready to buy a business, and there's a lot to really go into, that's for sure. But if you are thinking of doing that, you need to prepare like a pro, because how you prepare is very crucial on how you're looked at by all parties on this. So, Seth, start us off with what's the criteria?
Sure, I appreciate that. First, I agree with you, Paul. We got to be deliberate and intentful in buying a business.
Yeah.
This is something I can't sell like a house in 6 months. So if you buy wrong,
right,
then it's not easy to solve.
It's true.
Right. So it's 3 to 5 years. Right. So if you buy the business, we got to reprove the business model under your leadership. And so, be careful.
That's
right?
a long sales model.
It can be, yes. This is like selling a human being. A business is real and it's complicated. And
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts.
100%.
So the first thing is to find your buy box or acquisition criteria. What is the business that's going to make you excited? I've always found if you do something just for money, it gets boring and old, and you don't get excited getting out of bed. So,
amen to that.
You're probably buying a business because you're leaving something, or you want to add to your portfolio. So if you're leaving something, then make sure you understand why you're leaving it and where you're headed.
Absolutely.
So define what you want, understand the business model that you're looking for in that buy box. Whether you're buying a boring business like car washes, self-storage, laundromats, or you're buying a consulting business in IT to an architect firm to a retail store, whatever your dreams may take you to. And then decide if you want to have a turnkey operation or one that you need to build out. Is the owner going to stay on and you're going to be an absentee owner? Most small businesses operate best when it's owner operated,
100%.
or at least participated in it to a degree. Those are the most successful ones. I don't believe there's a 100% absentee business unless it's a gas station in a great location.
Sure. But you still have to go there and, maybe pick up trash once in a while, or make sure it's still standing. I don't know.
You need to make
something.
sure they know they're being watched. And you're incentivizing them and demonstrating trust and all those things.
That's true.
And then the third point I want to make is around tolerance, right? Understand your budget and what you're willing to take on. Don't bankrupt yourself by buying the most expensive business and you have no working capital to make the next investment.
But the cash flow is so pretty.
Absolutely. $1 million EBITDA definitely looks a lot better than 250 or 100.
Right, but you're going to pay. That's a big difference in price, though.
Absolutely. So stay in your means. Learn how to be a business owner first. Set up your systems and processes so you can be successful.
Absolutely. And of course, on the financial front, get financially ready, right? Review. This sounds so basic. It's the same for buying a house, but it's the same for anything else. And that is review your personal and business financials. If you just recently got a new job or changed jobs or whatever, that complicates things. A lot of times you can get over it if it's in the same industry, but, it all depends. Make sure you're getting pre-approval for financing. Talk to the banker early. Great brokers like Seth want to make sure that these people who are interested in buying the business that he has is ready to go. What's their liquidity position? Are they pre-qualified? I mean, do they have anything to stand on? I mean, it's just as simple as that, right? And whether that is for loansmen, maybe you're just one of those people sitting on, I don't know, $3, $4, $5, $6 million in cash, and you're going to buy cash for the business. Well, okay, that's great. You're a lot easier to make it happen. Or even to be ready for seller financing. Around 30 to 40% of deals out there, that's a Paul and Seth number, offer either some sort of seller financing or all seller financing.
Is seller financing something the banks want out of a deal?
Oh, yeah, partial seller financing? That absolutely, we love that.
But you certainly don't want to see the sellers do a majority so you can make more money, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, yeah, there is that. That is true. But definitely anything that lowers our risk.
Right.
I mean.
And the seller has a lot more risk to the bank.
They do.
So it's better if there's a nicer mix where the seller does 10 or 20 to show he or she has skin in the game.
Correct.
And the bank has the balance and they're making more interest and you're being successful.
That's true. Yep. What about building the knowledge base, Seth?
Absolutely. So first, increase your financial acumen. Make sure you understand how to read financial statements, balance sheets, calculating inventory, working capital, especially the larger businesses, knowing this is the fuel that's going to keep your business going a day in and day out. You want to make sure you understand to ask the right due diligence questions when you're walking through the warehouse. If you see a lot of boxes, on the side, or the retail store, are they not moving for some reason, or there's not enough on the shelves?
That's
Are
true.
they not backfilling? Why is that? And then understand your key metrics. And what about how do they need a team, Paul?
Oh my God, do they need a team? Yes. If you think you can do this all by yourself, good luck. You need a really good CPA, financial advisor, banker, because there's tax strategy that's involved on the seller side and the buyer side, of course. What kind of corporation? You're going to be an LLC, you're going to be a C Corp, S Corp. All of that makes a big difference as well. And just like you said earlier, having that attorney for contract reviews and the legal review, you don't always need a buyer's broker. I mean, because not very many do, right?
Right.
But having an attorney on your side to review, now that's important. That's absolutely important.
And you can arm yourselves with financial advisors to help you run different models. You can have a CPA, understand the tax allocation that you're going to have and what the expected outcome. You should always start with the end in mind. Buy a business that you can resell in 5 to 10 years. Yeah. Even if you're going to hold it, at least buy something that you're going to build and add value to it.
Absolutely. And of course, again, just make sure that you're working with a great broker, and making sure that, especially if you're selling your business, make sure you're dealing with a broker. Don't try to do it on your own. I'm sure you've never seen anybody try to sell their business on their own, and how easy that is, right?
It's
sarcasm.
Definitely. You definitely need a broker like myself or somebody capable to do that.
Absolutely. It's not easy. So.
And one last thing to add, as Paul and I always discuss, buyers buy a business because they love what they do and they think that they can do something better with that business.
And those are the ones that I see that are the most successful when they have that kind of mindset. Going into a business and just being like, oh, I'll just hire the manager, et cetera. And it just doesn't always work as well as you think, because if you take your foot off the gas,
yes,
you're good luck.
Absolutely.
You have a depreciating asset rather than an appreciating asset.
Let's move up the ladder.
That's right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to check out all of our other videos that Seth and I have on many different ways throughout the process when it comes to lending and buying a business. We thank you for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next video.
Thank you.
See ya.